The latest statistics published by Social Security Scotland show that more than 84,000 people received carers allowance supplement payments of £270.50 in June, worth a total of £22.8 million. The devolved payment is made twice each year to people in Scotland in receipt of carers allowance on specific dates in April and October. However, this also includes anyone who makes a new claim by the qualifying dates which later turns out to be successful. The next deadline is Monday, October 9, 2023, with the second and final payment of the year due to be made in December. Tens of thousands of people could receive the money, which is paid separately by Social Security Scotland from the weekly carers allowance payments of £76.70 made by the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP. Nobody can apply directly for the carers allowance supplement. The money is paid automatically to those on carers allowance. New claims to DWP are currently being processed in just over 15 working days, on average. The devolved payment was introduced to recognise the contribution of unpaid carers. Since launching in 2018, a total of 920,970 payments have been paid to 148,515 carers, totaling £255.4 million. Social Security Scotland writes to eligible carers in advance so they know when to expect a payment. Check below to make sure you're not missing out on additional support if you provide care for a friend or family member for at least 35 hours each week. Full details can be found on Gov. UK here. Am I eligible for carers allowance? You may be eligible for weekly carers allowance payments of £76.75 if you, the person you care for and the type of care you provide meets certain criteria. You can choose to be paid weekly in advance or every 4 weeks. You do not have to be related to, or live with, the person you care for. The person you care for must already get one of these benefits: Personal Independence Payment, PIP, Daily Living Component Disability Living Allowance, DLA, the middle or highest care rate attendance allowance, constant attendance allowance at or above the normal maximum rate with an industrial injuries disablement benefit, constant attendance allowance at the basic, full day, rate with a war disablement pension, Armed Forces Independence Payment. If someone else also cares for the same person as you, only one of you can claim carers allowance. The type of care you provide: you need to spend at least 35 hours a week caring for someone. This can include helping with washing and cooking, taking the person you care for to a doctor's appointment, helping with household tasks, like managing bills and shopping. Eligibility guidance on Gov. UK states all of the following must apply. You are 16 or over. You spend at least 35 hours a week caring for someone. You have been in Scotland for at least 2 of the last 3 years. This does not apply if you're a refugee or have humanitarian protection status. You are not in full-time education. You are not studying for 21 hours a week or more. You are not subject to immigration control. Your earnings are £139 or less a week after tax, national insurance and expenses. How do I make a claim for carers allowance? You can claim online at the Gov. UK website here or phone the Carers Allowance Unit for a claim form on 0800 731 0297. Before you apply, make sure you have your national insurance number. If you have a partner, you'll need theirs too, bank or building society details, employment details and latest payslip if you're working, P45 if you've recently finished work, course details if you're studying, details of any expenses, for example pension contributions or the cost of caring for your children or the disabled person while you're at work. Guidance on Gov. UK states you also need details of the person you care for. You need their date of birth and address, national insurance number if they are 16 or over, disability living allowance reference if they are under 16, more help and advice about Carers Allowance. You can get more help and advice from Carers UK, Carers Trust, Citizens Advice Scotland, NHS, Carers Direct Helpline. Find out more about claiming Carers Allowance on the Gov. UK website here. To keep up to date with the latest benefits news, join our Money Saving Scotland Facebook page here, follow us on Twitter at record_money, or subscribe to our newsletter which goes out Monday to Friday. Sign up here.